The world belongs to black people.
Don't you believe that the black and white can live side by side in harmony?
If I said yes, that don't make it right because they can't. I was in Milwaukee just meddling the other day. Didn't nobody see me. And I saw white people, white babies, white girls, and they just was jeering and they hate and they just evil as they can be, coming to kill and shoot and throw bricks at Negroes.
You're talking
and this is as a whole.
But you're talking in particulars when you must talk in general.
Why is it you don't, your whole conversation now is to keep Negroes with you. Why you don't want us to leave you?
Well, because in my estimation, Negro people are every bit as good as white people.
As good as white people.
They're all the same. They're all God's people.
We're not saying we're not all God's people, because if whites was God's people, they wouldn't treat us like they do.
Well, now
not God's people.
You're talking again.
Jesus said there's no good in whites. It's in the Bible. What verse is that? Jesus says no good. John what?
8:44.
John 8:44. Where Jesus talking to all white people. He said there's no good in you, and he said no, not one.
Hey, Cassius, you're talking...
I'm not Cassius. You still calling me. I can't get on with
Mohammed,
you.
Mohammed, you're talking in
I'm not
particulars
no white man.
when you have to talk in generality.
So you want to keep calling me a white man's name. I'm not white. I don't want to be called after your name no more. I'm not no slave. I'm Muhammad Ali.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with the everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed, nor confounded, world without end. I want to give our praises and honor to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, or Kar Kudash, forgive me the spirit, to do this lesson. In this lesson, I'm going into this world was made for Israel. Okay, only. This world was created for Israel, for us. And that is special to meditate upon if you believe the scriptures. Okay, don't let the world take you out of that thought, man. Your problems, your pains, you know, this world in general, all these distractions that come with this world. Don't let that take you out of the specialness of this world was created for us. Think about that for a second, man. Okay, before you even came to form on the earth, before it was created, period, the Lord said, I'm going to create a earth, a world for my children. Okay, for my children. How is that not special? Now, I know we got to go through these tribulations to get there, but the facts are the facts. The Lord created the earth with us in mind from the beginning, before he even put down the order to YAHAWASHI and the angels to put it together. That is special, man. Let's go back and read it again. Isaiah chapter 45, verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord. Right, Israel. Not everybody else, not Edom, not Ishmael, not Ham, Israel. Okay, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord with the everlasting salvation. Okay, you shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. Right. Okay, for all you jakes out there that want to bring all these heathens into the promise. No, man. Okay, you giving yourself, you know, over to heathens. Okay, you're blessing your promise. You giving it over to heathens, something that is profitable to you, to your nation, something that we need. Okay, we know the heathens are going to be on the earth, but they're going to be on the earth in order. Okay, they're going to be on our earth. I put it that way. They're going to be on our earth. Okay, under our authority. Okay, that is special. All right, now, Muhammad Ali in that clip, okay, he said a lot of good things, man. Okay, but that shows you that you can say some good things and still not be fully on the truth. He had elements of truth, like others do, especially around that time. They had elements, just like other people in that time. Now, there's a scripture he quoted. He called John 8:44. Let's go ahead and read it real quick. What Muhammad Ali quoted. It says, ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. And this is YAHAWASHI speaking. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and a father of it. Right, and the father of it. Okay, YAHAWASHI is speaking to the unbelievers, okay, because they are not believing that he is the son. They're not believing that he is the way. He is the light. Okay. YAHAWASHI is the door. And when you walk into that door, you will understand what? You will understand that this whole world is ours. Okay. He's calling you into that new world. Okay. And then you got to have patience for it to fully manifest in real time on earth, that it is ours. All right. And that we are in full possession of it. That's going to happen. We're close to that. Okay. And he's right. Muhammad Ali is right, man. He is the devil. He said, look, man, we can't be next to each other. You're the devil. You ain't going to act right. And the scriptures say that. Now, if he understood the scriptures, he would know what scripture to pull. Matter of fact, I'll pull it real quick. Okay. And get back on the world. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 26, verse 10. Let favor be showed to the wicked. Okay, we know the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, Esau, the Edomites, to rule the earth. Okay, for a moment of time, for the Lord's will. All right. Let favor be showed to the wicked. So if we had Esau next to us in the kingdom and gave them a reshot to do right. Okay, no slavery. You're just going to be next to us. We're going to forgive everything, right? Yet will he not learn righteousness. They're not going to learn righteousness because it's not in them. They don't have that spirit in them. Okay. They are the devil and was created to be the devil, period, and nothing else but the devil. Yet will he not learn righteousness. Okay. For all you Jakes out there that, what about Esau? What about Esau? Yet will he not learn righteousness. What if 3 and 2 denounce their fathers and they're sorry? Yet will he not learn righteousness, man. Okay, haven't you learned from history? Okay, Esau will come with that peace, and be lying and have war in his heart. That's them. Okay, in the land of uprightness, the kingdom of heaven, our world, right? Will he deal unjustly and will not behold the majesty of the Lord? He will not accept it. Period. Okay, so ain't no next to us. All right. But like I said, the people back in the day, certain, that Jake looked up to, they had certain elements of truth and that made it intriguing to listen to them. Okay, but they didn't have the truth. That's where the prophets come in at in this time. The Lord rose up the prophets to really lead Jake, okay, to this new world that is our world, okay, that is coming. All right, want to make that point. Now let's go to 2nd Esdras chapter 7. It's a great chapter, but I'm going to just start at verse 11. It says, because for their sakes I made the world, for Israel's sake. Okay, matter of fact, let's start at verse 10. It says, and I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion, because for their sake I made the world. Right, for their sake. Think about that, man. That's how you know the Lord has a lot of love towards his people, even though we have seen hard things. Before we existed, he made the world for us. He had the intention, very intentional, of making this earth. So when you look at the sun, you look at the earth in general, you look at the elements, you look at the animals, you look at everything. Think about that, man. Even in captivity now, think about that. Okay, because our captivity is almost over. So think about that. You're like, wow, he made this for us? Yes. Okay, but if you keep thinking carnal and being distracted with the world, you will never come to that, intimate moment in your mind of like, wow, this is amazing, man. Okay, remember when you first came into truth and you heard it, you're like, whoa. It's still whoa. It never changed. What changed is that you had to digest it. Okay, the hard part of the truth, the tribulations, through much tribulation shall we enter to the kingdom of heaven. You had to go through that and you have to eat it. But it's still, wow, it's still amazing. It doesn't change. You got to keep that close to your heart, man. Okay. Back at verse 11, because for their sakes I made the world, and when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was decreed that now is done. Right. And we know what happened. Eve did what she did and Adam followed. That's why you don't follow women. Okay, that's a perfect example in the scriptures. Don't do it, man. Okay, you're going to be led right to death. All right. Verse 12. Then was the entrance of this world made narrow, full of sorrow and travail. Okay, and that's what we're feeling now. Okay, in this journey, we're feeling the sorrow and those elements. Okay, but it's part of the plan. They are but few and evil, full of perils and very painful. For the entrance of the elder world were wide and sure, and brought immortal fruit. If then they that live labor not to enter these straight and vain things, that's what we're doing now. We're laboring. Okay. If then they that live labor not to enter these straight and vain things, they can never receive those that are laid up for them. Right. They can never receive those blessings, immortal life, the world to come, that are laid up for them. This is the way. Okay, we have to feel these different things to get to it. Period, man. Okay. But this world is ours, man. And these heathens are going to be jealous, envious, man. I should say they're going to be very, very epically, historically envious of us. Okay, imagine all these different heathens on this world walking around proud and chest all puffed up. When they see this world transformed the way it's going to be transformed under our authority and righteousness, because they claim they the most righteous. The Arabs claim they got it, right? Ishmael just think they just the leader of righteousness on the earth. Yeah, the Lord got a surprise for y'all asses. Let's go to 2 Esdras chapter 2, verse 28. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall not be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. They're going to be jealous to know that not only are we gods on earth and we are immortal and we can't die. Okay. Think about that separation. They can still die, but we can't. Okay. How could you not envy that? They're going to envy that. Now let's go into the earth and the world being ours and us being in full authority and the world actually blooming. Okay. Successfully, like it's never been ever in history under our authority. Okay. It's going to be special to see. Verse 29, my hand shall cover thee so that thy children shall not see hell, see death. Okay. Be joyful, O thy mother, with thy children, for I will deliver thee, saith the Lord. Remember thy children that sleep, for I shall bring them out of the sides of the earth and show mercy unto them, for I am merciful, saith the Lord Almighty. Right, man. Okay, he is going to bring it to pass. Okay, let's go to 2 Esdras chapter 6, start at verse 54. It says, and after these Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen, us, Jake. Okay, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord Yahawah, because thou madest the world for our sakes. Wow. As for the other people, which also come from Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle. We are way above them. I'm going to keep saying that. We are way above them. For you Jakes, they keep trying to put these heathens on the same level as Israel, man. Okay, that's very, very disrespectful to YAHAWASHI to even speak that on the earth. Okay, very disrespectful. Y'all need to stop that shit. So it says, but be like unto spittle, spit, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. And that goes into us when we have borne our shame. Okay, the time of the Gentiles, when they rule over us. Okay, that's coming to an end now. We seeing that coming to an end with these last prophecies that are coming to pass. Okay, but this is what Esdras is asking. He's like, hold up, man. I know this is our world. Why are they ruling it and we are on the bottom? Okay, which is a good question. Verse 58, but we thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, the only begotten, and thy fervent lover are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? And that's where the prophets come in at. The Lord speaking to the prophets in this time to break this question down. Okay? How long shall this endure? Not long. All right? He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. The gospel has to be spoken first, and it has been spoken. We're living in the time now. Okay, now we understand why we do not possess an inheritance with this world. Okay, because the Lord is going to flip it. We're living in Esau's world, so we understand that. Okay, we understand what we did. We understand how we went off, how we pissed the Lord off, went to slavery. We understand why now. Before this, before the truth, you didn't understand nothing. Okay, so it's no excuse. The Lord has given us the answers. He has. Now, okay, and your patience possess you your souls. Now we got to be patient and listen and be directed. Thy eyes shall see thy teachers, and get ready for an epic, historic salvation. Okay, and then this world will be given to us forever, a world without end. Okay, so with that, I hope you're edified. I'm going to give our praises and honor to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakah, Quadash, forgive me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to Yaakam out there that's doing the truth in all sincerity.